So the first card you have your past is the Hanged Man. So I'm sensing that you're holding back a bit in a love situation. And yes, this is because there was an important relationship in your more distant past. It was a major relationship for you in your life. And you jumped in too quickly into this situation. You're all in love and everything. You went off and did all these things, and it was wrong. It was a big mistake. And it got you into a lot of problems and trouble. And you were just being really careful not to do the same with this new person or this person that's around you now. And they have patience, and they also have a really busy life of their own. But this holding back on this person and not jumping forward with them or moving forward, or, this kind of non-committal thing that you have, this situation can't go on forever. So sooner or later, if you keep this up and you're not going to make an effort with this person, they will go somewhere else. That's what I'm seeing. I'm sorry to give you that information. That's what I'm seeing. So the next card you have your past is the Emperor. So you've also been very careful to do your best in a work situation. So I'm just seeing you being really careful to do the right thing. And yes, this was in your last reading too. So you're in this new situation. And yes, you're trying to make a good impression. And you did make a good impression. So what you actually felt like doing was having fun, but you were following rules. That's what I'm seeing with the Emperor. But you knew that you had to do this, and you were okay about doing this, and this is what you were doing. And it worked. You have been making a good impression. So the last card you have your past is the Seven of Cups. So yes, this is about how someone was seeing you. Someone in your past felt really hurt as well. So you were hurt by, this is probably this major relationship you had. So you were both hurt by each other. That's what I'm seeing. And this person comes up in your readings quite a lot. This person still thinks about you, or they were thinking about you at this time in your past. And I'm sensing that they still are thinking about you. So deep down, they do actually miss you a bit, or they miss something. They miss talking to you, or they miss some things about you. But they feel that they couldn't trust you, or they can't trust you, or there's some trust issue that happened in your past with this person. So for your present, the first card you have is the Seven of Wands, more sevens. So yes, sevens can be tricky sometimes. Someone around you is trying to put pressure on you. And what I'm seeing is they don't approve of something that you're doing. So it's something like that. But I'm not seeing any reason why they don't approve. I'm not seeing any wrongdoing here, but this is what this person sees. They see that you're doing something wrong or making a wrong decision. So this person's seeing this situation as being a bit more serious, or a lot more serious than it actually is. So when things are calm, just try and talk to this person. And I'm seeing that they will probably understand you if you speak to them, because I am feeling a lot of care. So even though they're saying they don't approve, or they're telling you you're doing something wrong, deep down they really care about you, and they don't want you to do the wrong thing. This person cares for you a lot. That's what I'm seeing here. Yeah, I'm just feeling this care coming from this card. So yes, the next card you have for your, the next card you have for your past, for your present, there's road works going on outside. All the way through these readings, when I've been trying to do these and record these roadworks outside have been interrupting my thoughts. So, okay, I'm going to try and concentrate. Yes, Six of Pentacles. You're in a difficult situation because this person in the Seven of Wands has helped you in some way in the past, or something like that. So I'm just sensing that you feel like you owe this person something, or it's something like that. But you can speak to them. Maybe you feel that you can't speak to them because you're worried about them judging you or something. But I am getting this care. I'm still getting this care that they feel for you. They do care about you. The other thing I'm seeing is that this person from your past could be an ex. They've had some arguments with you about money or something like that, and this is cropping up again at this time for some reason. So maybe one person feels like the other person owes them money, or maybe they borrowed something and didn't give it back, or maybe they have something that belongs to the other person. So there's something like that going on as well at this time. So the last card you have in your present is the Four of Wands. So there's going to be some really positive, unexpected news coming to you. And this is going to come from someone who's actually far away from you. And I'm just seeing that there was someone... No, there was a thing you lost in the past. And maybe that's to do with this person back in the Six of Pentacles who you think has something of yours. So this could be tied in with that. But there's something that you used to have and you don't have it anymore. And you didn't think you'd ever see this thing again or anything like this thing again that you lost. There's going to be something similar, but a lot better coming to you. That's what I'm seeing. But someone's going to tell you about it before it comes. And you're going to be anticipating this thing. But when it actually comes, it's going to be better than you imagined. So that's so fantastic. I'm so happy about that. So, yes, more noise. The first card you have for your future is the Magician. So I'm just seeing that, yes, this news in the Four of Wands is really going to help you to improve your confidence. And this extra confidence is really going to help you to believe that you can really achieve a lot more than you thought you could. So yes, you've been working really hard in this job, making an impression, following all the rules, doing everything you're supposed to do. But with this Magician, you'll be thinking more about what you'd really love to do in your life in terms of career. And this goes beyond what you're doing at the moment. So I'm seeing a rising up. So you're rising up to the next level, or you're thinking about how you can rise up to the next level at this time. So the next card you have for your future is the Ten of Pentacles. So yes, this is another card showing me that you're going to be thinking more about your long-term future. And yes, especially your financial future. So you're going to be carefully planning some of your finances, maybe sorting some things out, and you're going to make sure that you don't go too... You're just going to be making sure that you don't, lose things or forget things or, mess anything up. You're going to be a lot more organized. You might be having a calendar, or you might have something on your computer. I'm seeing some technology in with this, so you might be going in some sort of app or something to organize your finances, maybe have alarms set up for different days for bills and things like that. So you're just, I know that sounds boring. I find that thing boring too, but you're going to be a lot more organized, and because you're setting it all up, you're not going to have to think about it all the time. It will work for you. So that's what you're setting up there. And I'm sorry about that noise again. I'm trying to concentrate. So yes, the last card you have for your future is Judgment. So I'm seeing this is actually a warning to you, because you're still going to be working at your job to try and make a good impression. And you're doing this, but you're going to also be a bit stressed and a bit tired after putting in so much work. So you might be putting in extra work, or you might just be very, very stressed, very conscientious. You might be doing a lot of work there, a lot of hours or something like that. And it's going to make you really tired, and just be really careful that you don't take this stress out on other people. And you might, because you're so tired and stressed, you might be judging people in the wrong way, and you might be a bit angry at the wrong people. So just be very, very careful. Make sure you get a lot of rest, make sure you get enough sleep. And also, when you feel yourself being angry with someone or upset with someone, just calm down and just have a think about whether this is worth, saying anything about or not. Because you might damage some relationships with some people around you. So just be very careful, just a bit of a warning. So you've had a lot of chaos going around in your workplace, actually, and this has happened for a long time. You've had a lot of movement going on there. But I'm not seeing that any of this chaos is really affecting you. So you've been of course, you've been a little bit affected, because you can't help but be affected if there's a lot of this stuff going around you. But, you've been physically tired, but mentally and emotionally, you've actually been feeling a lot better than a lot of people around you at work. And I'm just seeing that you're still feeling optimistic about your future. You didn't think that, your future at this workplace was going to, be jeopardized or anything would happen. And I'm also seeing that, you've seen a really good opportunity in the middle of all this chaos. So maybe some people have moved, maybe some people have left, and this has left, an opening for you, or some sort of opportunity for you to come out and say, give them some sort of idea to help the business or something like that. And yes, this has really helped you to keep on feeling optimistic and confident. And, you know, there was a lot of chaos surrounding this. I keep on seeing this chaos, but, you know, there is this opportunity coming out of this chaos for you. That's what I'm seeing. So the next card you have your past is the Ace of Swords. So yes, you definitely came out of this chaotic time with a group of people, and this drama was centered around someone in your workplace. But again, something positive is going to come out of this. I keep on seeing, you know, something rising from this negativity or this chaos. And, you know, this is for you. This is an opportunity for you. That's what I'm seeing. And I'm also seeing that there's something or someone that's been creating some sort of barrier or block between you and someone you love. So someone might be in the way of between you and someone you love, or there might be, you know, a thing, or there might be distance, or there might be something stopping you being close to the person you love. It's something like that. And, you know, you realized what this thing was. And so I'm just seeing you trying to cut this person or this thing or this barrier or whatever this thing is out of the way, or move it out of the way, so that you can try and be closer to this person you love. So that's what I'm seeing in the Ace of Swords. So the last card you have your past is the Queen of Wands. So yes, this is really positive actually. And you are, because you're closer to love and you're closer to this work opportunity too. So you've got two areas of your life that are really coming along really well, even though you had this bad time that led up to this good time. And yes, I'm also seeing that, yes, there was someone in your life actually who was controlling, and this was in your past. And you're away from this person now, but you were still feeling some of these effects from this controlling relationship. So it could be that, you know, it's affecting your friendships or the way you behave around other people, or maybe new relationships. And yes, this could be an ex, but it also could be a parent. So I'm seeing that could be either one of those two things. And yes, you got away from this person, but you're still affected emotionally. But things are a lot better than they were, because you were really, really troubled when you first got out of this. And so as time goes on, things are going to improve. You're going to be less and less affected by this person. So the first card you have your present is the Three of Swords. So yes, Three of Swords. And I'm just seeing that this isn't about you actually. It's about someone around you. And this could be your partner, or someone who wants to be your partner, but certainly someone you know who's a friend, who is, you know, someone who could be in a potential relationship with you. And they feel that they actually feel that you don't want to be with them, or that you might be ignoring them, and they are feeling like you're pushing them away actually, but they don't know how to tell you this or what to say to you. There's some sort of reason why they don't know what to say. I think they're a little bit afraid of messing things up if they come and confront you. It's something like that. Yes, they don't want to open themselves up or make themselves vulnerable by talking to you or something like that. That's what I'm seeing there. So the next card you have your present is the Four of Pentacles. Yes, I'm seeing this as a message to you, or a warning to you, because you know you have this good opportunity coming to you, and it's an idea that you had actually, partly your idea, that helped with this opportunity. So maybe you have an idea for the business, or maybe you have an idea of, you know, where you want to go, or where you want, what position you want. It's something like that. But there's an idea around this that you've had. And what I'm seeing is you'll need to protect this from people, because some people around you don't have good intentions. And so, yes, especially in your workplace. So don't tell people what your plans are or anything about your ideas. Just keep them to yourself at this time. The last card you have here present is the Page of Cups. So yes, you are going to speak up about something. There's a situation in the workplace or something surrounding work where you felt a bit misunderstood actually. So yes, this is another situation in your workplace. So there's a lot going on in your workplace at the moment. There's a lot of chaos, and maybe that's why all of these misunderstandings and things are going on. But yes, you felt misunderstood, and at this time you're going to be heard actually, and you'll handle this really well. I'm not seeing that you're going to have any fights or arguments or anything like that. But I'm also seeing, this sounds really strange, but I'm also seeing fantasy. I'm seeing like fantasy land. I know that sounds really weird, but I'm seeing fantasy. So there's something happening where you're not dealing with reality, and you're not able to face up to something. So it's like you'd like something to be a reality, but you feel safer with it being in a fantasy. So I hope that makes sense. But I am seeing something that you really need to face up to, and you know that you need to face up to this, but it just feels safer to deal with, a fantasy rather than a reality. So I hope that makes sense. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have for your future is the Moon. Yes. So you're coming into a time where you're just working really, really hard. And you've been working hard all the way through this. And this is in your last readings too, that you're working really hard at work. And you're going to be physically tired. Of course you're going to be physically tired. Yes, you've been like this for a while. And this tiredness has come up in a lot of your readings too, because you've been working so hard for a long, long time. It's come up in maybe 5 or 6 readings so far for you. And this workplace chaos and all of this stuff going on. So yes, this tiredness hasn't affected you that much mentally so far, but at this time in your life, it will start affecting you, because you'll have other things going on as well in the back of your mind, as well as feeling tired. So it's this thing that you can't face. It's this thing that you want to be in a fantasy about. You can't face something, or you're not able to admit to something, or you just don't want to face something emotionally. And this could be to do with this person in the Three of Swords, because they are feeling left out and they are feeling hurt. And maybe you're sensing this, or maybe you're not sure what to say about this, or maybe you don't know how to face up to this. So it may not be about that, but it's something you don't want to face up to, which is coming up again. So the next card you have in your future is the Star. So yes, here something's going to come to light. You may be going to find out about this person in the Three of Swords and how they're feeling. And if this is what it is, please listen to this person. Because if it is, I can see they really care about you, and don't hurt their feelings, whatever you do. But you do need to make an effort with them if you do want to be with them. And if you don't want to be with them, please be honest. Don't just string them along and keep stringing them along and along, letting them feel that they have a chance with you if they don't. I know it's hard, but be honest with this person. And I know you probably don't want to break their heart, but it's better to be honest and then let them heal in their time rather than string them along. But if you do want to be with them, talk to them and tell them that you're not pushing them away. If that's, if you're not doing that, just come and talk to them. That's what I'm seeing there. So the last card you have for your future is the Chariot. So I'm seeing that this is about work again. This is so much work is in your readings all the time. And you're going to be in talks about moving to a new position at work. So there's been a lot of movement again. I'm seeing all this movement. I'm seeing all these things moving around and around and around in your workplace. People are leaving, or they're moving, and someone's left, and there's a new position open for you or something like that. And you can step into this position. I'm seeing that you are going to be able to step into this new position, but you're not going to just be able to step straight in. There's going to be some sort of trial for you before you go in. It's not like a trial, like a court case or anything like that. It's going to be, you're going to be tested in some way. So maybe you're going to have a trial period, or maybe you're going to have to do a test, or you might have to be in some sort of training to be able to do this position. That's what I'm seeing there.